A very good morning, students. Today we are going to see lesson 4, cost and revenue analysis. I will give you a short introduction to you. What is cost? Cost means the total expenses incurred in the production of a commodity. That means the expenses which are made for the production. And revenue means the income which is coming into the producer receives in exchange of for the sale of goods. That is called as revenue. Revenue means income and cost means expenses. Let us move on into the lesson. Lesson 4, cost and revenue analysis. First we are going to see what is cost. Define cost. Cost refers to the total expenses incurred in the production of a commodity. That are what are the expenses made in the production is called as defined as cost. Cost function. What is cost function? The functional relationship between cost and output. That output means the profit, isn't it? Is expressed as cost function. So formula for cost function is equal to C is equal to F. That is the function into quantity. What do you mean by fixed cost? Fixed cost means does not change with the change in the quantity of output. Fixed means you know that, isn't it? Fixed means it is fixed. Cost means the expense. In other words, expenses on fixed factors remain unchanged irrespective of the level of output, whether the output is increased or decreased. So when the output is increasing or decreasing, but the expense is fixed. For example, paying rent, wages, salaries, all these things, for example. Revenue. Next we will see define revenue. The amount of money that a producer receives in the exchange for a sale of goods is known as money. The revenue means income. In short, revenue means sales revenue. Sales, yes, the producer is selling and getting an income. That is called revenue. Explicit cost means the cost, the expenses which are made out of the concern is called as explicit cost. Payment made to others for purchase of factors of production is known as explicit cost. That is made out of the process concern is called as explicit cost. Give the definition for rent. Real cost. Real cost refers to the payment made to compensate the efforts and sacrifices of all factors owners for their services in production. Factors means land, labor, capital and organization, isn't it? And what is meant by sunk cost? Sunk cost means which cannot be recovered again. If any expenses is the past cannot be recovered in future is called as sunk cost. For example, electricity we are spending, isn't it? You are using. But can we get it back? That cost? No, isn't it? We are paying for that, we can't get it back. Next one, distinguish between fixed and variable cost. So fixed cost we will see first. The costs are independent of output. That the profit is very independent for the producer. These are the costs of fixed factors, that is 4 factors: land, labor and capital. These costs exist or arise even at zero level of output. That is, it exists and rise, and even at zero level of output it comes out. These costs are found only in the short period. These expenses are found only in the short period. These are supplementary cost. Supplementary means it is related to one another. For example, if you buy a pen, you have to buy the ink, isn't it? That is called a supplementary cost. Next, see the right column, variable cost. These costs vary with the level of output. So there is a variation in the cost expenses. These are the cost variable factors. Variable factors are there. It may change. It won't be in the same factors means land, labor, capital. It can change at any time. These costs become zero at zero level of output means the income. These costs are seen in short and long run period. But you see the fixed cost, it's only the short period, isn't it? But the variable cost is working out in the both short and long period. These are called as prime cost. Variable cost is also called as prime cost. But fixed cost is a supplementary cost, isn't it? Next we will say the difference between money and real cost. What is money cost? Production cost expressed in money terms. That is, any expense which is given in money terms is called as money cost. In other words, it is a total money expenses incurred by a firm in producing a commodity. As I told in the previous question, whatever expenses is made for the production is given in money terms, it is called as money cost. Money cost includes the expenditures such as raw materials, payment of wages and salaries, isn't it? How they will pay the laborers in money, isn't it? Not by anything else. So they are paying in money, in cash is called as money cost. Next one, real cost. Real cost refers to the payment made to compensate the efforts and sacrifices of all factor owners for their service in production. That is, the four factors will be related. The efforts and sacrifices which are made for the production is called as real cost. This word is very important. Efforts and sacrifices of all factor owners for their services in production is real cost. It includes the efforts and sacrifices of landlords in the use of land. Distinguish between explicit cost and implicit cost. Explicit cost means the expenses which are made outside the concern, and implicit cost means which is made inside the concern. Payment made to the others for the purchase of factors of production is known as explicit cost. That is, payment made to others for the purchase. Others means outside the concern is called as explicit cost. It refers to the actual expenditures of the firm or to purchase or hire the inputs the firm needs. Explicit includes what are the things? Wages, payment for raw material. All these are bought from outside, isn't it? Implicit cost means what is staying inside the concern. Payment made to the use of resources that firm already owns is known as implicit cost. Already it's inside the concern. In simple terms, implicit cost refers to the imputed cost of a firm's self-owned and self-employed resources. For example, the land, labor, all these things. A firm or a producer may use his own land, that is, own land, building, machinery, car, and other factors in the process of production. For these are called implicit costs. Implicit expenses. Cost means expense. Define opportunity cost. Opportunity cost in simple words is the alternative use. That is, it refers to the cost of next alternative use. We are not getting a product or anything in the process of production. There is a next best alternative use. This is an important word for opportunity cost and provide an example. In other words, it is the value of the next best alternative foregone. For example, a farmer can cultivate both paddy and sugarcane in a farmland. So he is cultivating both. If he cultivates paddy, the opportunity cost of paddy output is the amount of sugarcane output can be given up. So both the output will come for the farmer, isn't it? Next we will see, this is an important question. State the relationship between AC and MC curve. In this AC and MC curve, AC means average cost curve and MC means marginal cost curve. Okay, so you will draw the diagram and you will write the explanation, that's all. This is very important. When AC is falling, MC lies below AC. You see the diagram, so you are drawing the diagram. Very clearly you will draw the diagram and you will write the illustration, explanation. When AC is falling, that red curve is called as AC curve, isn't it? The AC is falling, MC lies below AC. So when AC becomes constant, MC also becomes equal to it. Constant means equal, isn't it? When AC starts increasing, MC lies above the AC. When AC starts increasing, MC lies above the AC. This is the illustration, explanation of the diagram. So, MC curve always cuts the AC at its minimum point from below. You see that AC red curve and blue curve is cutting each other, isn't it? Cuts each other. MC curve always cuts AC at its minimum point from below, isn't it? Next we will see, write a short note on marginal revenue. Marginal revenue means the income. Marginal means additional income. The total revenue by the sale of an additional unit of a commodity, MR means marginal revenue, can be found out by dividing change in total revenue by the change in quantity sold out. So there is a formula, that formula they have explained in line. Marginal revenue is equal to change in TR. TR means total revenue by change in quantity, where MR denotes marginal revenue and triangle change in TR denotes change in total revenue and change in Q denotes change in total quantity. So there is a formula for the marginal revenue. This already I have told you. The marginal revenue formula is very important. It is repeated. MR is equal to TRN minus TRN minus 1. TR means total revenue. Number means number of products. Minus 1 means the total quantity of products. Next one we will see about discuss the long run cost curve with suitable diagram. Long run cost curve means 2 or 3 short curves joined together. In the long run, factors of production become variable. All the factors are varying, so changing. Land, labor, capital are changing. The existing size of the firm can be increased in the case of long run. So in the case of long run, it's changing, but short run it remains same. There are neither fixed inputs or fixed costs in the long run. So you will see the diagram and you will write the form illustration, explanation. So you see the diagram. SAC means short average cost curve. SAC means short average cost curve. So three curves are there. Now all the three curves together joining the LAC. LAC means long run average cost curve. So you see the illustration, the explanation. LAC is equal to, that is long run average cost curve is equal to long run total cost curve by quantity, where LAC denotes long run average cost and LTC denotes long run total cost and Q denotes the quantity of output. So they explain the diagram, isn't it? The diagram they have explained what is LAC, LTC and Q. Next one, the LAC curve is derived from short run average cost curves. It is a locus of points denoting the least cost of producing the corresponding output. So this all the short run to form the long run. The LAC curve is also called as plant curve or boat shaped curve or planning curve or envelope curve. Isn't it? You see the shape of the curve, LAC curve, it's like boat shaped, isn't it? So explaining the diagram only. With this we will stop in this class and we will continue in the next class. Thank you students. God bless you all. Be safe, stay home, stay safe. Thank you students.